Jimmy K here, Metal Voice. Look at this. The Metal Voice shirts are now on sale. Just go to the video description to find out on how you can purchase one. Metal!
We're heavy duty here on the Metal Voice. Jim,
oh my God.
What a surprise this is.
The fans have been waiting for this.
This
version. Is KK Downing's
his
autobiography. There
That's what it is.
I mean, and the fans are saying, what's he gonna say? What's he gonna say?
What's
he gonna say?
What's he gonna say? Story.
So quickly, Ann, what did you think of the book?
Okay, it's you know, bare bones. You get right to the point, and it's not you know, telling his point of view. His childhood was quite traumatic, and it affected him throughout his life. The way he reacted to situations, but really, it's kind of fun because it's short and to the point. So we go through the albums, and it's not really spending, oh, this is how we mix this, and this is a song was inspired. It was really cut and dry throughout the whole thing, which makes it a quick fun read, right?
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Do this,
okay, spoiler alert. I mean, abusive parents growing up. You know, Al Atkins, the original singer in the original band Judas Priest, which actually none of the members today were part of. You know, Al sort of gets into the band, brings the name Judas Priest. Everybody loved the name Judas Priest, and I guess Rob Halford enters and Al exits because of whatever reasons.
No, it shows the camaraderie of the band. There's little things like anything. It's like a marriage. You know, his chapter on the unfortunate suicides of those two guys after listening to Stained Class, if they were listening to Stained Class, it's very well written. His thoughts on that whole episode is really exactly what we always thought happened, and that's just worth reading the book right there, just that chapter alone.
There is a documentary, however, on this whole court case.
It's been out for years.
And definitely check out the documentary and read the book, and you'll get sort of like the band's perspective and sort of the filmmaker's perspective on the whole thing, which is fascinating.
But they were going to nail somebody. They tried nailing Ozzy, it didn't work, and they tried to find somebody else, and then that's KK's point of view, and I think that's what happened at the time too. Yeah. This only happened in certain parts of the Bible Belt in America. Nobody else in the world, to this day, has never brought up anything. So.
And I guess what all the fans are saying, you know, he's not in the band anymore, and who's he blaming for not being in the band anymore?
What I took away from this book is, I saw Priest on their last tour, Epitaph. No more tours. That was going to be it. That's it. And you know what? After seeing that tour, I said, yeah, this should be it. And then they came back with Redeemers of Souls.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, what are they doing this for? They were already quit. But they are having so much fun. A lot of bands do this. But man, they look like dinosaurs up there. I mean, this is... And now they're coming again. And you know what? Reading this book... Yeah. I said I'd never go see them again after Redeemer of Souls. But reading this book, I said, well, maybe I'll go see them another time. So maybe KK is helping them.
Yeah, let me summarize this whole book for everybody. You know everything that happened in the band. We pretty much know what happened, right? There's no surprises.
There's no surprises.
There's no surprises. You know,
there's no revelations.
He felt, and bottom line is, everybody, you know, he felt that Glenn was maybe being a little too controlling in the band, and management as well, as being a little too controlling. He doesn't really dig too hard. He doesn't really hit them hard. He just kind of feels that he was being controlled. He was sort of being abused like he was when he was a kid. Is that the way to say it, Alan? Perhaps. So that's why he left the band, because he felt like he's kind of lost control. He's lost his direction in the band. He lost his say in the band, and he felt that other people, Glenn, and you know what? We haven't heard Glenn's side of the story either, so we're just commenting on the book.
Well, what I took away from that is there's two things. In a band, somebody's got to take charge, or else everybody sits around and says, what do you want to do? I don't know what you want to do. And Dio said that for years, right?
Yeah,
so when nobody's being proactive to suggest stuff, then take somebody to kind of start guiding a little bit. And, you know, Paul did that with the Beatles after Epstein died, and look at how that played out. Oh, Paul's trying to control everything. No, he's just trying to take charge and trying to get stuff done, right? And KK's, he's very clear in the book that his upbringing and his way of dealing with situations is to shut down and not really force any issues. So there's two sides of every story. You know,
it did give some insight of the albums too. Like he talked about Ram It Down, how he liked the album, The production he wasn't too crazy about, and he really didn't like Johnny B. Good.
Yeah.
Whereas Turbo, he was excited in a sense because they're bringing in those guitar synthesizers. It was something new. It was supposed to be a double album, but people pretty much knew that.
Well, one revelation.
Yeah.
I don't. Spoiler alert. I don't want.
Spoiler alert.
But he was going to quit before Rob. That was a revelation. That was a surprise. But he doesn't go into a lot of details about it. He just thought it had kind of run its course, and the fact that he was being, kind of, I don't know, forced out of the picture or being dictated what, like Jimmy said, that was something that he didn't have interest in any longer.
So, Alan, bottom line is, everybody was expecting dirt on this book, but there really is no dirt. It's basically he was just expressing his feelings on why he didn't want to be in the band anymore. He felt, Glenn having a little too much control and management having a little too much control. But I'd like to hear Glenn's side of the story. I'd like to hear management side of the story, because there's two sides to every story.
Yeah.
Look, definitely a good read, right? You go through the whole Judas Priest history. It's really fun to listen to.
From the guy that was there at the beginning.
Exactly. From the beginning. It's a great read. Definitely pick it up. It's just, as I'm reading it, I'm listening to the albums, Alan. You know what I mean? I'm going through the albums. There's a lot of stuff we didn't talk about here, but it's a fun read. It's interesting, and you said it. There's not a lot of meat. It's just right to the point, which I like. And yeah, there's a little bit of dirt, but I wouldn't call it dirt. I call it more, expressing his feelings. And one thing about Nostradamus I want to talk about, in the book, he talks about how he's kind of disappointed that they didn't tour the whole album. In other words, they didn't go out and promote Nostradamus, a complete set. They kind of just played 3 or 4 songs and just dropped them. He thought that this was such a grand album that he really liked. We should go out there and just sort of keep playing it until the fans could absorb it properly.
I love that album.
Yeah,
I think it's one of their better albums. They've done something completely different on what Judas Priest always did.
I think he was very respectful on how he wrote this book. There wasn't really a lot of shots taken at anyone. There you have it. Pick it up. KK Downing.
Heavy duty.
Heavy duty. Catch you next time.
Metal Boys.
Metal Boys.
Say farewell to the future. Get ready